Many carers find it easier to continue their caring role if they get some support. There are some key benefits that you may be entitled to as a carer, the main one being carer's allowance. Carer's allowance is a benefit paid to someone to help them look after a person in need of care. Even if you don't think of yourself as an official carer, you may still be entitled to claim for it. You don't have to be related to or live with the person you care for. It is extra money each week for you to use as you want or need to, in recognition of the fact that you're caring for someone and that this makes financial and other demands upon you. As of April 2021, the carer's allowance is £67.60 per week and is usually paid every 4 weeks. So, who's eligible for this allowance? As with many benefits that are available, there is a set of criteria that must be met in order for you to qualify. Firstly, the person you care for must already get at least one of these payments: the daily living component of the personal independence payment, the middle or highest care rate of the disability living allowance, attendance allowance, constant attendance allowance at or above the normal maximum rate with an industrial injuries disablement benefit, constant attendance allowance at the basic rate with a war disablement pension, or the Armed Forces Independence Payment. You also might be able to get carer's allowance if all of the following apply. You're over 16, you spend at least 35 hours a week caring for someone, you've been in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland or Wales for at least 2 of the last 3 years, you normally live in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland or Wales, or you live abroad as a member of the armed forces. You're not in full-time education. You're not studying for 21 hours a week or more. You earn no more than £128 a week after tax and some expenses. These will be assessed when you apply. You're not subject to immigration control. It is important to know that once you reach the state pension age and are receiving your state pension, you won't be paid carer's allowance. However, this shouldn't stop you making a claim, because if you're not eligible, then you could be awarded extra pension credit or housing benefit instead. It is also worth knowing that if you are claiming universal credit, you may be able to get an extra amount because of your caring role without applying for carer's allowance. This is known as the care element of universal credit. For carers in Scotland, you might also qualify for the carers allowance supplement. This is an extra payment for those who get carers allowance on a particular date. Carers allowance supplement is paid twice a year. As of April 2021, the rate is £231.40 per payment. If you're due to get this extra payment, you will receive a letter from Social Security Scotland before the payment is made. If you're under the state pension age and are receiving carer's allowance, you should also get national insurance credits each week towards your state pension. So now you know if you're eligible for it. How do you make a claim? Well, you make a claim online at gov.uk/carers-allowance. You can find a link on this page in the description below, or you can call the Carers Allowance Unit on 0345 608 4321. After you submit a claim, you'll receive a decision in writing that will tell you if you've been awarded carer's allowance and the date that you will start to receive it. If you think you might be entitled to the carer's allowance supplement in Scotland, contact Social Security Scotland on free phone 0800 182 2222. If you're not awarded this allowance and disagree with the assessment, you can challenge the decision about your claim. This is called asking for a mandatory reconsideration. It's important to ask for a mandatory reconsideration as soon as possible, as there is a 1 month time limit for challenging a benefit decision. The deadline for you to request a reconsideration should be on your decision letter. And if you have asked for a written statement of the reasons for the decision, the 1 month time limit can be extended by 14 days. As with all benefits, you must remember to report any changes in your circumstances. If the person you're caring for dies, then you must tell the Department of Work and Pensions. You must also report if you get a new job, temporarily stop providing care for someone, or stop being their carer altogether. You can still get carer's allowance if you temporarily stop providing care for someone. This means any period when you spend less than 35 hours a week caring for the other person. For example, you could continue to get carer's allowance for up to 12 weeks if either of you go into respite care or hospital, or for 4 weeks if either of you go on holiday. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. I'm Justin King. My aim is to help people live successful lives, and that often involves understanding your money. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please press the like button to help more people like you find my channel, and check out the description below for all the useful links on the things I've discussed in this video. You'll also find links to other videos in this series on finding and funding care in later life. For now, I'm Justin King, helping you live your best life.